But in any event, you talk about there's no agenda here from the Democrats. Your side whipped against this CHIPS bill.
Mm-hmm.
There's a concern that you say they have no plan here. This was a bipartisan package.
It was not a bipartisan package.
You had 24 members on your side. Your side was.
That's your
they were
definition of
trying to get that as
bipartisan?
well.
You know the real challenge here? Republicans had a plan for chips. We actually produced one in the China Task Force. You had a bipartisan plan that started in the Senate, then you had a Speaker of the House go against her own committees where you had bipartisan work inside the House from the Science Committee and others, and delayed this entire bill for a year. And then in the process of coming back, you had to shrink it. But what did the Senate do on their side? They made it mandatory spending. They took a problem where we had a solution and they wrapped it into making it even worse and compounding it. When we have a recession, when we have a fiscal problem, they put it into mandatory spending when we should have focused simply on chips. In 2017, when Republicans were in the majority, we put it in the NDAA that it is an important problem that we need to solve. The Democrats took the majority, they ignored it. Every chance that we worked bipartisan on this, even when we asked the Speaker to put a China committee together, even when it took me 8 months to get her to agree, even when the Washington Post came in and sat down because they were rolling it out, Republicans and Democrats alike, and the night before they stopped it, we went forward and we produced a plan to make sure chips were back and being built in America. Every element of this, Nancy Pelosi has put up roadblocks and challenged it and made it political and controversial.
But that still wasn't a vote against jobs yesterday.
No, it wasn't against jobs
Explain
yesterday.
that.
I just walked you through it from a mandatory
Well,
point of view.
I understand that you don't like how the mechanics of how it came out, but.
Well, you think it's just mechanics or you think it's long-term?
Well,
What is our
that's
biggest
not
fiscal
gonna provide
challenge?
people with jobs later on.
No. Is it going to take away from jobs? Does $30 trillion in debt harm jobs? Yes. Does a recession harm jobs? Yes. Could you have done it in a bipartisan manner? Yes. Did we try to do it? Yes. Every element that we worked for on this was bipartisan. Every element that went forward, Pelosi put up roadblocks and even didn't take it through committee, put all in her Build Back Better climate change through and harmed the process to even make it happen. Yes, sir.